Guild Wars. My teammates have already got well underway. I don't want to leave them hanging. So let's just get stuck in. Everybody here is very capable. Search for clues, huh? Yeah, I think I'll take this team. So we don't need to be leaving any... don't need to leave any survive battles. We can take those. That's always fun to do. Let's give you that. Let's give you that. Yes, I think that makes sense. Yeah, so we can just dive in. We'll take on some survivor battles as well. We'll take on killer walkers. We'll just take on everything. We're just gonna bash through these missions. As ever, taking out the toughest missions that we can find. Getting the highest scores. Yeah, and hopefully earning a victory. Took a loss yesterday, unfortunately, but I don't mind. We had a new player. So they were kind of learning the ropes. And we had another guild who I think were smurfing. You know, so it's one of those things. It's like, yes, it was a loss. We still got an absolute ton of points. The team just did absolutely fantastic, including somebody who hadn't done Guild Wars before. So it was great, but I would like to win today. So let's see how we do. Now, obviously, when we make a charge attack, and we've got Connie as the boss, we have a nice damage boost. Of course, she's making noise. Glenn is reducing threat. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I want to be making steady progress here, but I don't know what's around the corner, so be a little cautious. Oops. Yeah, I as soon as I did that, I thought, hang on a minute, there's a walker around there. Connie's potentially in trouble. Doesn't matter. Don't mind using revival tokens on Guild Wars. Don't mind using tools. Don't mind using whatever we have to. This is what I save all of those sorts of resources for. Guild Wars is where it counts, because obviously you've got teammates relying on you. Sure, if you happen to fail a mission, you can retry it again, but with reduced rewards, so you never want that to happen. Let's stay together. Let's get some charge points. No need to rush. When it comes to searching these crates, we've got the best man on the job. Okay. We're just going to get out of there. I'm not going to put Connie in any further risk. Yeah, kill all walkers. We don't normally do these. We usually save these for anybody who might be a little less confident, maybe a little less experienced. Let's make sure everybody's got the right gear. Just yes, yeah, that's not what I want. I always want tactical. Such a good trait on armor. Tactical, primed is always good. The one that gives you more potentially more charge points with a kill, always welcome. There's some great traits that you can have. When you get to a certain point, the armor isn't going to function as armor. It's not going to protect you from damage. You're just going to get, you know, into the red health no matter what you do when you're at certain difficulties. But it's always worth unlocking the traits for armor. Kill all walkers. Easiest mission type. You still don't want to get too cocky. You know, you can still come a cropper. They can still get you. Bless them. But if you take it easy, take it one step at a time. Remember that you don't have to advance, you don't have to rush forward, nothing like that. You can let them come to you. It's always a good strategy. You're always watching out for potentially tricky bits like this. Let's take a sneaky peek through. Okay, we're clear. Green bar appears. We're done. Okay, so it looks like the enemy have been pulling ahead, but I'm not concerned. So one thing that you can always tell about the enemy, well, do they pay attention to their defenders? In this instance, no. Yumiko, great leader for this kind of thing. Let's just do that. Let's do that. We don't really need to worry too much, honestly. Even getting one of the human survivors down is good, because of course walkers will appear. They've always got enough to be able to deal with them, but if you start taking them down, then the survivors are gonna, you know, they're gonna struggle a bit. God, it feels like ages since we've done some survivor battles. Definitely the easiest part of Guild Wars. If somebody is a less confident player, have them take on the survivor battles. I don't know why I've got 16. I think that's... It said that I had 16 revival tokens. I think that that's just to do with having play tested, so... Don't ask me where that came from. I haven't told the devs about it. I'm not going to. Okay, Outlaw Negan with Pouvoir Flag. Just too much fun to not do this. Obviously, the new Survival Pass looks like we've got a brand new flag, the CRM flag. Just like Pouvoir Flag, it can confuse the enemy. Okay. Let's cuddle up. Let's get them charge points. Gonna have to start moving forward at some point. Yes, there's bad guys appearing every turn. That's not very good. Okay, let's back off. Let's get back here. Not the ideal configuration. We're always thinking about where our people are at the end of the turn. Okay, let's just do that. Okay, the gentlest of taps should put this guy down. Can we confuse you? No, but we can just kill you. I think the tank is deserving of a charge attack. Should be able to put him down. Good. Such a joy to use Connie. You can be so free and easy with charge points. Obviously we've got Knock Knock kicking in here as well. Okay, I thought that perhaps Connie would be in trouble there. She wasn't. That's encouraging. 2 turns. Let's just start making some progress. Now we can still make the most of Connie's leadership trait. She is Occupado. But if we're all cuddled up next to each other by the end of the turn, we still get the benefits of better together. Let's just get the heck out of there. Kill walkers and exit. Let's mix it up a little bit. Let's have a little bit of a hybrid. Yeah, that blue vortex nail gun, man, that's something else. Yeah. There you go. Normally I have Connie, Tyrese and AN Other as a team. It's usually Sasha leading Yumiko and Mercer. But let's do this. Maybe what we'll do, we'll start mixing up the teams just a little bit. We'll try a couple of different combos. We just freshen up that team selection a little bit. Oh, I tell you what. How about we see the CRM axe in action? It's a very good new weapon. Oopsie doodle. Yeah, so Connie's stunned. It's okay. That was just bad placing. There's no enemies right near her. She's not in any kind of imminent danger. And of course, we still get to benefit from her leadership trait, even though she's KO'd. This is one of those missions where making an absolute ton of noise is actually a benefit. Because we've got to kill a set number of walkers, so let's do that. You're out of range. No rush here. Still got to kill 5 more walkers. How about you go over and do that? Mercer, you do that. Let's tag these guys as well anyway. Surplus to requirements, but why leave them standing if we don't have to? Yeah, I'm dead keen. Let's see. Connie is lead. If we're using the CRM axe, which is a bruiser weapon. Okay. This person's thought about what they're doing. You can also tell a little bit about them by the little portrait. You can see their name in the top left. See that portrait? That means they've completed a weekly challenge. You get those character portraits and those borders at the very end. So they're not to be messed with. You know, decent rifle with interrupter. That's a good choice. Incendiary. Carl as the leader for your defenders, good choice. Why? Notice that sometimes you have some difficulties selecting the characters that you want. If you do, just go to a different preset. Try using that instead. Tends to work. I think that because we've got Carl, we should have Rick. Yeah, next missions, we'll give the CRM Axe a workout. So, we're going to just try and do what we normally do, which is stay at a distance. Try to take them on one at a time. Oh, Carl, you... Second chance is so frustrating. Now, the Governor I'm not too worried about. We have very long range. He has pretty short range. So, Grimmy has appeared above him, that little icon, which means that Wick's leadership trait does have a chance to kick in. If we don't blow a hole in the Governor's head right away. Of course, as soon as the human enemies are killed, as soon as the actual defender team is gone, that's it, the survive battle's over. I'm gonna be cheeky. I'm gonna go for the top slot here. So, yes, yes. Oh, it's a search for clues one. Okay. Not normally something that I would do. But I'm gonna do it. Survivor training. Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay, that's just if you need to boost them up. Okay, take them up a level. I just never noticed that before. Rosita should be able to quite easily earn charge points anyway. Just because of a lot of the traits that she's got. Things like perseverance. Different skills that just mean that you... Bruisers can quite easily earn charge points with the right set of traits. Let's stay where we are. Initially. I think we've got a lot of targets here, a lot of high quality targets. Now, of course... Yeah, we're going to be able to kill him. CRM Axe has the trait Light Tool. That means our bruisers just move with phenomenal speed. They get an extra 2 squares of movement. I think that makes them the equivalent to scouts, quite frankly, which is just insane. It is so handy. And got a tank there. I think he deserves a charge tackle to himself. Didn't cause a ton of damage there. Did get his attention. Not giving up, buddy. Just... Fighter Rosita, just phenomenal trait. It's so useful. Her being able to get all of those additional extra attacks, it's just lovely. She makes for a good hero. She makes for a good hero if you've got a team of sort of scouts, warriors, bruisers. And yeah, it's always fun to see that CRM Axe in action. Just a literal game changer. What are we? Oh. We are 3 points ahead of the other guys. Let's keep it going. Another search for clues. That means it's worth bringing old Glenn along. I've given him a weapon as well with threat reduction, so kind of gives him a little bit more utility as well. He is reducing the threat counter. And then Connie does something like this and just ruins all of his hard work. Still, blowing up an explosive walker next to a tough walker type. Yes, you're making a lot of noise, but you're also dealing with that threat very, very quickly. So you gotta kind of weigh it up. Looks like we haven't had a chance to reduce the threat. We're gonna have a ton of walkers just pouring in. It's okay, we can deal with that. Again, we don't have any trouble getting to a specific place on the map with old Rosie, because that thing lets us just zoom around like a champ. Get Glenn to kill these. Head on back. I'm kind of keen to keep Rosita active. She gets a nice little swing at the end anyway because of the trait Perseverance. Three of them all lined up like that. It'd be silly not to, really, wouldn't it? I should have used a charge attack. Don't need to worry about winding up next to each other for the end of the turn. There's just cleared all the walkers off the damn screen, so we're good. Nice. Moving on to a survivor battle. Rick, of course, with his heirloom. Which I do believe it does work against humans. Again, this is if you're going to set up your defenders, it doesn't take too long. I recommend just using ranged characters. People like Carl in the lead, incendiary weapons, interrupters. There's ways to do it. The chances that a good player is going to get stopped in their tracks by your defenders, regardless of what you do, it's a slim chance. But why not make things a little bit more difficult? You might be able to at least injure the person attacking your guild. It rarely happens, but I have had to redo survival battles. I've sometimes been taken out. It can happen. The AI is pretty basic, but it can still surprise you. Let's keep it going. Now, I was having a lot of fun using Rosita with that light tool. I think we need a representative from every class here. I'm going to use Michonne with the Skegox. It's just a good weapon. It's a lot of fun. I've been giving Glenn a weapon that had threat reduction. Michonne kind of has that inbuilt with her leadership trait. When you make a kill, there's a chance that you get an action point back. There's also a chance that you will reduce the threat level. It's a nice double header. And it's tough. I can't really say that she's an absolutely A-tier hero. But I often find myself using her. I think she's actually a lot of fun to use. Let's get that threat count down, shall we? Okay, didn't quite manage to kill the Metalhead. Just keep giving this guy some good news. Certainly keeps him stunned. Just definitely worth it. There's a chance that we could set targets alight and all of that good stuff. Didn't happen, but again, there was a chance we could. Bruisers, of course, not known for their damage-dealing prowess. But, there's a variety of ways of getting multiple attacks with Rosie. And those individual attacks sort of stack up. Blow him up and then just, we can be sure that anything that's in here, obviously we've still got a straggler there, but you know, there's not going to be too much that's going to challenge us, because we just, whatever was there, we blew it up. Kind of like this team. I think we've got a nice mix of skills and abilities here. They're fun to use. Looks like something out of Call of Duty, that assault rifle. Custom skin. Yeah, and then we back off. No threat counter. Not on this one. We're going to have walkers just, yeah, pouring out of various places. I think it's worth dealing with these big, tough walker types. Let's just get these out of the picture as soon as possible. And then, yes, we're going to have walkers flooding in, but we've got a requisite kill count anyway. And the walkers that come in, they're never unique walker types. They're not going to be tanks or spikies or anything. They'll just be regular walkers. I don't think we've got too much to fear from them. Okay, I think that's the safer move. We're advancing slowly. We've got some speedies. Now this is where we can really leverage Rosita's leadership trait. Connie, it's easy to forget that assault rifle, well, you can just jab things with the bayonet. It is technically a melee weapon, even if you often find yourself using the ranged charge attack. You can, of course, just jab things with it. Okay, we're out of here. So far, so good. I mean, we haven't had to redo anything. It's been a pretty fun playthrough, and we've got a good team behind us as well. I'm going to save... I'm going to save the rest of my attacks just in case our other participant might need a hand. I don't think they will, but just in case they do. I'm going to hold off there. But yeah, great going so far. I've got a good feeling about this one. Alright, thanks very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.